You're watching WKYT News at noon.
Welcome back to WKYT News at 12:30. I'm Barbara Bailey. Bill Bryant has the day off. Bitterly cold weather has swept through the bluegrass. We have another chance for some snow tomorrow morning. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is tracking it all for us in the First Alert Weather Center. Micah.
You know, we have a First Alert Severe Weather Day put in place for that tomorrow. And the reason being, a lot of people think First Alert Severe Weather Days, tornadoes, thunderstorms, stuff like that. But also, it's really, we put it in there, is it impactful for you? Is it weather that's going to impact your life tomorrow morning, during the early morning commute, tomorrow afternoon as kids are coming home from school? And it is. That's why we have these things in place to let you know. We're on top of it. We're going to get you updates every hour. 21 degrees there, Mountain Parkway. You go over toward Frankfort, 20 degrees. I mean, you're talking about some bitterly cold air. Even with a lot of sunshine outside and only a few clouds here and there, you're still talking about temperatures there in the mid, maybe upper 20s. We got some upper 20s down south. Go off into the evening and night, clouds will start to appear, and we'll really start to see those snow showers work their way in place tomorrow morning. So it's really overnight when we're asleep for the northern zones. Slides in place. I'm going to really break it down for you, show you which area has the best chance for accumulation, and also talk about the timing on that, how that's going to affect your morning coming up.
Micah, thank you. Leading our news, the bitter cold is believed to have played a role in the death of a Lexington man. According to the Fayette County Coroner's Office, the victim was found around 6:30 this morning in the alley behind Wildcat Warehouse on South Broadway. Investigators say an employee spotted the man on the ground and immediately called 911. They say they do believe the man was homeless. And Coroner Gary Ginn says at this point he believes alcohol and the extremely cold temperatures played a role in the man's death. Police in Lincoln County are investigating after a body was found in a home in Stanford. The coroner says a woman was found dead in the basement of the house on Upland Drive. A woman who was found lying in the front yard was taken to Ephraim McDowell Hospital. They say she's alert now and is talking with police. Later tonight, family and friends will gather to remember a Lexington teenager who was murdered over the weekend. The candlelight vigil for 18-year-old Caleb Hallett is tonight at Gardenside Park. WKYT's Sean Moody joins us now with more on that story. Sean?
Gardenside Park here in Lexington will be crowded later this evening with Caleb Hallett's friends and family. They want to honor the teen who they say had a bright soul and touched everyone he met. Lexington police say Caleb Hallett was one of two people inside a car along University Avenue who was shot around 3 o'clock Saturday morning. They say two men in masks walked up to the car that Caleb and the other person were in, fired into it, and then took off. Caleb died shortly after at nearby UK hospital. One friend told us over the weekend that Caleb had a bright future.
Caleb was the best person, and he was the kind of person that was going to grow up and change the world.
In the couple of days since, an online fundraising site has raised nearly $8,000 for a funeral, and nearly 100 people have RSVP'd to a Facebook event for tonight's candlelight vigil at Gardenside Park. That vigil will start here tonight at 7 o'clock. Organizers say they'll provide candles for everyone. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Thank you, Sean. And police have not yet made any arrests in that murder. In Scott County, an investigation is ongoing into an officer-involved shooting. It happened around 2 o'clock this morning on North Hamilton Street off East Main Street in Georgetown. The officer reportedly shot the suspect because the man was pointing a gun at him. Only later did they discover it was actually a pellet gun. Police say they responded to a report that 29-year-old Stephen Young had hit his 5-month-old and assaulted the child's mother. Once they entered the house, they say 29-year-old Stephen Young pointed the weapon.
They confronted the individual from a doorway in a hall, which gave them an angle of view into a bedroom where the subject was. Only one officer could have maintained that position and seen into the bedroom. So there was only one officer that actually had a clear shot at the individual.
He was shot twice in the upper body. The injuries were not believed to be life-threatening injuries. And after the shooting, police say they took a look at Young's gun. And that's when they realized it was a pellet gun with an empty clip. In Wolfe County, deputies are still looking for two men accused in a weekend shooting. It happened yesterday on Quillins Chapel Road near Campton. Deputies say the victims pulled over on the road when two men in a red four-door pickup pulled up and started shooting at them. They hit one man in the hip and the other in the leg. Both were told are at Kentucky River Medical Center in Jackson, and they're expected to be okay. Well, the saga of Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman took a bizarre turn late Saturday when Rolling Stone magazine published a lengthy interview with Guzman conducted by actor Sean Penn. Don Champion has the latest on that and the efforts to bring Guzman to the U.S. to face justice.
Drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is back in the same Mexican prison he tunneled out of 6 months ago, but his days there may be numbered. Mexican authorities have begun the process of sending Guzman to the U.S. to face charges. While his lawyers have already filed motions to fight extradition, a U.S. law enforcement source told CBS News El Chapo is expected to be in the U.S. within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Guzman was captured Friday after a violent shootout with Mexican Marines. He had been on the run since July, always managing to stay one step ahead of investigators. His downfall may have been a meeting with actor Sean Penn in October. Mexico's Attorney General says Guzman reached out to producers and actors because he wanted to make a biographical film about himself. Actress Kate Del Castillo helped bring Guzman and Penn together. The pair were photographed during a secret rendezvous in the Mexican jungle, and authorities say that meeting helped them find El Chapo's hideout. After years of denying he was in the drug trade, Guzman told Penn and Rolling Stone magazine, quote, "I supply more heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine, and marijuana than anybody else in the world." Those words may come back to haunt Guzman if he eventually faces trial in the U.S. Don Champion, CBS News, New York.
Now, Guzman's defense attorneys now have 3 days to present arguments against extradition and 20 days to present supporting evidence beyond the numerous other appeals they already have started filing. A coal company with a mine in Kentucky has filed for bankruptcy. Arch Coal owns 11 mines across the country, including the Lone Mountain Mine in Harlan County. The St. Louis-based company says it's been hurt by the weakening demand for coal. Arch Coal says its mines will remain open and its employees should not be immediately affected by the bankruptcy process. Well, still ahead, medical experts say parents should pay attention to the way their children sleep.
And we're looking outside, seeing bright blue skies. A few clouds filtering on in, but you'll see those clouds increase overnight with the snow. I'll have that forecast coming up.
She took housewives from simple to super sexy.
Any man that I'm with better be glad I clipped my toenails and lotion my feet.
Today, Eva Longoria on her new role as a Spanish soap star.
Muy sexy. Sí, sí, sí.
The Talk on CBS.
Take WKYT with you wherever you go with the WKYT News app. The latest news at your fingertips when you're on the go. WKYT.
If you've been injured in an automobile accident and have legal questions, visit forthepeople.com to get answers to your questions. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
You can be sure of a Toyota RAV4's all-wheel drive capability because AMCI testing shows RAV4 outperforming other SUVs in snow. Acceleration, RAV4 beats Honda CR-V, while Subaru Forester is slowest. Braking, RAV4 stops 50 feet before CR-V and 83 feet sooner than Forester. Now, you can get the new restyled 2016 RAV4 with 0% financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Meet the Moores. We're the Moore family, and we're always looking for ways to enjoy more.
So we called Time Warner Cable and got even more than we expected.
More speed.
More TV shows and movies on demand.
More places to make more unlimited calls.
They even made it easy to switch with a 1-hour arrival window.
For $89.99 a month, you'll get 30 meg internet, TV, and phone. Plus, free installation with a 1-hour arrival window. TV equipment and Epics included. Call for more now.
Hurt in a car accident?
We got you covered.
All I did was call.
Doesn't cost anything to call.
All you do is call.
800-800-4600.
What are you waiting for? 800-800-4600.
Come on now.
Up to now, affording a beautiful smile has been, well, sketchy. Doctors Durbin, Walks, and Garner are offering no down payment and only $175 for 24 months on orthodontic treatment. Now that's something to smile about. Learn more at clearchoicesmile.com.
The Harlem Globetrotters! For 90 years, we've been turning moments like this into unforgettable memories like that.
Coming to Rupp Arena this Saturday at 7. Great seats at the arena box office or Ticketmaster.com.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you, like WKYT on Facebook. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
It is no doubt cold outside. Teens up toward the north. Here we are. Typically, we're in the lower 40s, right around 41 degrees. Nowhere even near that. 15 in Covington. We're in the 20s elsewhere. A couple of 30s will be sprinkled in here and there down toward the far southern zones when it's all said and done. But all in all, it's just a really, really cold day. The luck of that is, you know what? We stay dry. We get in toward the afternoon. We're sitting with a mixture of sun and clouds. Off toward the evening, we're looking just fine. Starting with the start time of this snow, not the most impactful portion of the snow. That comes later on, and I'll get into that in just a few minutes. Start time is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. If you work your way into Frankfort, if you go into, say, Peaks Mill, move northbound into Williamstown, all the way to Maysville, that's where you're going to have that start time, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Get into Lexington. It's going to be anywhere from about 5 to 8, I would say, for Lexington. That takes you down to Danville, go down 68, then work your way up through 68, heading back toward the northeast. Moorhead down 64, Highway 60, 460. Those are major highways that are going to see some pretty nasty commute early in the mornings from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then after 8 a.m. is down toward the southeast around the Howard Rogers Parkway. Here's your snowfall forecast. Now, this is just one particular model, but I would say most of us around an inch of snow. That's probably your best bet. If anybody gets left out of accumulation, it'll be in the far southern zones, places like Monticello and also Whitley City there in Mercurian County. But also, you could have bursts of snow. We're going to call those squalls. It's where you get these intense bursts of snow. You could have those with these as we approach the late morning, early afternoon, and that's what could put us over that 1 inch mark. Maybe a 2 inch reading, possibly a little bit higher than that, but I'd say most of us around 1 inch with this snow. Prime time is going to be anywhere from 5 a.m., which, yeah, our early morning commute will be kind of hectic for a lot, and also there will be some accidents, so we just got to take it easy tomorrow morning trying to get the kids off to school and whatever it may be. Most around an inch of snow, though. We get into those 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that's going to make it pretty hectic there for that commute in the morning and toward the afternoon as those snow squalls come flying on through. That's going to be tomorrow. Remember, Barb, this is not a high-impact event. However, we do have a first alert severe weather day in for it to say it's still impactful. Even though we're not getting 17 inches of snow, 13 inches of snow like last year.
And that's okay.
That's okay. But we're still getting some at a wrong time, and that's early morning commute for some of us.
Timing very critical there.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Well, the life-threatening symptoms many people are ignoring, and secondhand smoke is still a big issue for teenagers. Marley Hall has details in this Better Living report.
Almost half of the teenagers in the U.S. are exposed to secondhand smoke. The CDC says 35% are exposed at indoor and outdoor public areas. 27% are exposed at work. Michigan researchers are advising parents to pay close attention to how their children sleep, even if they are high achievers. Researchers say pediatricians usually only ask about sleep when a child is struggling in school. But they found even children with higher IQs behave better when their sleep apnea is fixed. And 3 out of 4 adults under the age of 45 who are experiencing stroke symptoms delay a trip to the hospital. That's according to UCLA researchers who say young adults often underestimate symptoms such as numbness, weakness, or sudden speech difficulty. Doctors say the first 3 hours after a stroke are critical for treatment. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Marley Hall, CBS News, New York.
Their hilarious antics and amazing basketball skills have entertained fans for years. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming to Lexington this weekend. Stay with us. We're talking with one of them next on WKYT.
With savings up to half off, as much as $1,000 in cash rewards, and doorbusters all through the store, how can our deal of the decade get any better? By giving you 0 interest for 48 months with no money down. Hurry! Nobody beats P-Rats.
The average person takes 5,000 to 8,000 steps per day, working, exercising, going about the day. High-tech artificial limbs keeps you moving comfortably. You can choose who helps you walk in the right direction.
The insurance company offered me a settlement, but with all the medical bills and the car repairs, things just aren't adding up. Why does it have to be so confusing?
The insurance company's offer was barely enough to cover my medical bills, let alone my car repairs. They just don't seem to care about the pain I am in. I'm confused.
It doesn't have to be confusing. Just call Isaacs and Isaacs. I'm attorney Daryl Isaacs, the Hammer. And my firm will work hard to make sure you get everything you deserve.
Calling the Hammer is a way to go down to 553-0000.
Ciao! I'm Sam Dick, inviting WKYT TV viewers to join me on a tour to classic Italy, October 8th to the 16th. Our vacation includes 2 nights near Venice, 2 nights in Florence, and 3 nights in the eternal city of Rome. We'll also visit Vatican City and travel through the charming Tuscan countryside. Our tour includes all airfare, great hotels, many delicious meals, and more. For your free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
Hey, we did it. We did it. We won. Our number is 1! Carla, let me see that ticket.
Well, it was Kathy's turn to buy the ticket.
I had to work a double. Bill said he'd get him.
I had bowling. Late night. Yeah. So Daryl said he'd get him.
Didn't get my text?
Pickle the chickens?
No. Pick up the tick.
The only way you can win Kentucky's Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is if you actually buy your ticket.
Torture of an elderly woman in a nursing home.
Her grandmother was being abused.
Nationwide, about 1 in 3 homes have been cited for abuse.
Nursing home abuse happens daily, and our loved ones need protection. If you or someone you love has experienced nursing home abuse, call 800-800-4600. If your loved one has suffered from malnutrition, dehydration, broken bones, or bed sores, don't wait. Call Hughes and Coleman. Call 800-800-4600. You need to act now.
What do these women have in common? They are the staff of Ageless Medical Weight Loss. They've lost a combined 1,300 pounds. The team at Ageless will understand your struggles and celebrate your victories. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Don't pay over $1,000 for this Whirlpool Cabrio high-efficiency washer dryer pair at Lowe's when they're just $449 each at P-Rats. Get 0 interest for 18 months on TVs and appliances. Hurry and get the deal of the decade. Nobody beats P-Rats.
The Harlem Globetrotters are giving back more than ever in celebration of their 90th anniversary. Zeus McClurkin, who actually just recently set a Guinness World Record for the most slam dunks in 1 minute, is here to tell us about their 2016 World Tour. Tell us about this world record first.
Well, I actually broke a world record. Thank you for having me, by the way, Sean. And I have the most slam dunks in 1 minute. And I had to go behind the free throw line between every dunk. And that's not easy for somebody like me who has asthma. So that was tough, but I was able to overcome.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of work for sure. Now, you're part of the Harlem Globetrotters. They're in town. Talk about the game you guys will be playing this weekend.
Yes, so this year we're celebrating our 90th season. We've been around since 1926, putting smiles on kids' faces everywhere that we go. If you guys have never been to a Harlem Globetrotter game before, you get a little preview right there what you'll be seeing. You'll see high-flying dunks, half-court trick shots, and we just have a lot of fun with the game. And also our crowd participation is like none other. You might see us go up into the stands and mess with you guys a little bit and eat your popcorn and hot dogs.
And 90 years, like you said, that's a lot of a legacy for you guys to try and carry on. And you do stuff off the court, too. This isn't just about basketball. Tell me about all the things that you guys do for good.
Right. So this year we have an initiative called the Great Assist, and that's where you guys can log on the line to greatassist.com, and you can nominate any type of noteworthy cause. So if you know somebody that needs a smile, the Globetrotters will assist in any way that we can. For example, we go to schools every year, and we have this program called the ABCs of Bullying Prevention, where we teach kids how you can take action, be brave, brave and also have compassion on people who have been bullied. We also go to children's hospitals all over the world, and we do this thing called Smile Patrol, and we try to put smiles on kids' faces.
And these kids must be, kind of surprised when they see the Globetrotters walk in. What kind of reactions do you guys get?
Man, we get all kinds of reactions. I think that's the coolest part about being a Globetrotter. Immediately when people see red, white, and blue, or my headband, or they just see Harlem Globetrotters, kids and adults alike, it takes them back to a happier time when they went to a game with their parents or their grandparents, and immediately they let me into their home, and I think that's the coolest part.
And then you guys you're in Lexington this week, and you've been all over the country, and you go all over the world, too.
Yes. I've actually been to 17 different countries so far, and it's only my second season. But the coolest place I've ever been besides Lexington is Tel Aviv, when I got a chance to go to Israel, and then I traveled to Jerusalem after that.
Pretty incredible. Now, tell us a little bit about this weekend. It's at Rep Arena Saturday evening?
Right. So this weekend, 7 o'clock, Saturday night, you guys can log online to harlemglobetrotters.com and grab tickets. And tickets only start, Sean, at $20. So very affordable. You can bring the whole family out and have a good time. Leave the cold weather outside. Come on in and have a good time with us.
It'd be a great weekend for any kind of indoor entertainment for sure. Well, Zeus, thank you so much for us. We hope to see a few dunks on Saturday night. Maybe not 15 in a minute, but I'm sure you'll get a few in there.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Thanks for having us, and we will be right back.
Hello everyone, Amber Canoy here from MomsEveryday.com. We're over at Robert's Health Food with Sybil talking about essential oils because I'm hearing a lot about this, especially in social media. Lots of moms using these, but I mean, what are the different types of oils in regards to quality?
Well, the main quality with essential oils are you have ones that are processed with chemicals, ones that are processed without. It is far better to always get the ones processed without chemicals, the therapeutic grade quality. It's better for your body, it's better for healing, so you always want to look for the good quality.
And I'm seeing people use it in a variety of different ways, directly ingesting, diffusing with a carrier oil.
Right, there are different types of carrier oils. Some oils are not good to be put directly on the skin, so you need a carrier oil. So there are things to know about the oils before using them too.
Medical-related emergencies are on the rise. More seniors are seeking an independent lifestyle and better quality of life. 1 in 3 people over the age of 64 will fall this year. Nearly half will not be able to get up without support. Medical expenses can escalate when a person is not given timely emergency support. You can prevent a medical catastrophe. Our solution is highly recommended by doctors, healthcare professionals, and hospitals. As your local medical alert system provider, we are offering a free equipment package to seniors or their loved ones who call now. The system is easy to use. It is portable and can travel with you. It detects falls automatically. Order now and receive a free waterproof necklace pendant or wristband with a medical emergency button. Plus, get free shipping. Monitoring starts at less than $1 a day. Give yourself or a loved one peace of mind. The next 20 orders will receive the Medical Alert Equipment Package free of charge. Plus, receive a waterproof necklace pendant or wristband with a medical emergency button free of charge. Call now, toll free, 1-877-299-5602 and mention the offer code CBS1 to get free shipping. That's toll free, 1-877-299-5602, offer code CBS1. Again, that's toll free, 1-877-299-5602. We have medical alert professionals standing by to take your call.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
We're glad you're with us today. It's certainly cold enough for ice skating, and you just have a week left to take advantage of the ice rink in Triangle Park. We're joined by Kyle Frizzell with the Downtown Lexington Corporation to learn more about it. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
If people haven't made it down to the ice rink yet, what can they expect?
So, like you said, we're in our last week of the ice rink. So, go over the times with you. It'll be open from 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then on Sunday from 1:30 to 9. Actually, Monday, which is Martin Luther King Day, is the last day the ice rink will be open.
Very last one.
With school out, it'll be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be great down there. The ice rink is going just as good as it has been, and it's been a lot of fun for everybody, so don't miss your last chance.
So when you come in, how much does it cost and how long do you get to skate?
Right, so it's pretty simple. It's $11 for 90 minutes on the ice. The ice skate rental is included with that $11, so you kind of just skate at your own pace. You can take a break. There's some benches there if you want to take a break. So, yeah.
What do you think it is that makes the experience so much fun for people?
I think getting out downtown, especially down in your city, skating with your family or your friends or taking your little ones out to skate, you know, it's all part of the season. And as we wrapped up the holidays, there's still that last chance to get out there and still feel that part of the season.
And a whole lot still going on in downtown Lexington, too. So before or after you skate, you can take advantage of that as well.
Right. So the Unified Trust Company ice rink is right there, and down at Triangle Park, so there's the square with all the shopping going on, tons of restaurants, lots of stuff to go downtown, tons of great restaurants, food, shopping to still be had.
I've been amazed that you've been able to skate in all the warm weather. I look out and I see everybody skating, and it does look like so much fun. But if people have never skated before, should they be afraid of it? Is it easy?
The size of the ice rink is perfect for Lexington right now. I think it is. It's for novice, it's for expert, for everybody. Just get out there, give it a try. Like I said, you can hold on to the rail all the way around if you need to, or hold somebody's hand. Take somebody you love.
See, that's a great. I love that. That's a really nice, warm thought about it. Thank you very much.
You're
Hope
welcome.
people will take advantage this very last week. And Micah, as we're talking about what the weather conditions are going to be like down at the ice rink, at least for a couple of days, pretty cold.
Yeah, very chilly outside. We're going to be talking about when this snow starts tomorrow. So, yeah, getting out on the ice rink while it snows. I mean, how perfect is that? 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is when we'll start to see the snow work its way in overnight and into the viewing area. So it crosses over the river anytime between that time. You go in toward Frankfort, you go off toward Peaks Mill, Sadieville, and go into Cynthiana around that time. Lexington, I would say anywhere from about 4 to 7. That's probably your best bet. So, yeah, roughly rush hour time here around Lexington. That goes from Moorhead 5 to 8, Danville 5 to 8, work your way down 150, then travel southbound. Southern zone, southeastern zones anywhere from 8 to 11 a.m. The farther southeast you go, better likelihood of it actually waiting until everybody's back to work, kids are off to school. But remember, this isn't a big snowmaker, roughly an inch out there, so those road crews can really take care of that.
All right, Micah, thank you. The Young and the Restless is next, followed by The Talk at 2. And remember, your news is always on at WKYT.com. Make it a great afternoon.